Welcome to the Dynamics Podcast's automated reading of the release notes for 2023 Release Wave 1. In this episode, Dynamics 365 Finance. Disclaimer: this document is changed by the Dynamics Podcast to better fit with the format of this reading and might contain unintended changes. Please refer to the official release notes on dynamics.com for images and the full story. Thank you. CFOs are embracing digital transformation journeys across their entire organizations, with their systems and people. Their core financial systems require the ability to react to changes in economic conditions and country-specific regulations, provide deep financial insights, and financial automation. Having a system that provides the flexibility to handle complex scenarios, react quickly, and allow people to focus on value-added activities versus manual tasks is critical for business success. Updates to Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance 2023 Release Wave 1 include Core Financials. 1. Further enhancements to subscription billing solution, enhancements for advanced cost and revenue deferrals with project accounting and subledger. 2. General availability of invoice capture. This automates the reading and recognition of vendor invoices by providing OCR capabilities to complete the full end-to-end automation of accounts payable. 3. Continued enhancements around ledger settlement automation and introduction of financial tags. 4. Public preview of archiving and purging data to save space and increase performance on large, enterprise datasets. 5. Invoice number length extended to 50, and the ability to use payment schedule in invoice journal in accounts payable has been added. 6. Continuous improvements for advanced bank reconciliation, which includes the capability to use booking dates to post new transactions in bank statements. Globalization Studio. 1. Expanding country coverage to 51 out-of-the-box countries/regions by shipping additional 7 LATAM country localizations for Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Panama, Paraguay, and Uruguay. 2. Enhancing automation of complex tax scenarios by simplifying tax rate provider integrations via Universal Tax Rate API, Preview, integrating with a global e-invoicing ISV for last-mile connectivity to tax authority services for countries that require intermediate certified operators, and enabling tax-specific exchange rates for tax currency conversion. 3. Delivering regulatory updates to comply with upcoming e-invoicing legislations in Japan and France, and other legislation changes. Investment areas. Core Financials. Organizations continue to strive to give more time to their users, more insights into the vast amount of data they have, and make quick and informed decisions to optimize their finance and operations. Core Financials is for features focused on bringing additional enhancements to core financial capabilities, financial automation, and reporting. In this release wave, investments in Core Financials are around the themes of analytical reporting, finance automation, thriving in the subscription-based economy, and moving toward a continuous, touchless period and close. Globalization Studio. Our customers run our solution globally and must meet multiple tax compliance and other regulatory and local business practice requirements. Localization. Globalization Studio provides out-of-the-box tax compliance and other localization content for 51 countries/regions and in 57 languages. Our no-code/low-code globalization tools and services automate complex tax scenarios and make localization easy for Microsoft, as well as partners and customers, to create, extend, and maintain. Together, these capabilities enabled our customers to operate their solutions in over 200 countries and regions. In 2023 Release Wave 1, we continue enhancing Globalization Studio by expanding the out-of-the-box country coverage by an additional 7 LATAM countries, enhancing tax compliance automation, content, and scalability, and delivering regulatory updates to comply with upcoming e-invoicing and other legislations in multiple countries. For more information on Globalization Studio, go to Globalization Studio documentation. We continuously monitor legislation in all 51 out-of-the-box countries/regions and ship multiple regulatory updates per government deadlines. To follow on planned and release regulatory updates, go to search for country-specific regulatory updates. First topic: Core Financials. Overview. Organizations continue to strive to give more time to their users, more insights into the vast amount of data they have, and make quick and informed decisions to optimize their finance and operations. Core Financials is for features focused on bringing additional enhancements to core financial capabilities, financial automation, and reporting. In this release wave, investments in Core Financials are around the themes of analytical reporting, finance automation, thriving in the subscription-based economy and moving toward a continuous, touchless period end close. New feature, Archive Data. Public preview, July 2023. This feature lets you archive data in Dynamics 365 Finance. Using existing automation available in Dynamics 365 Finance, the data will move consistently, safely, and securely to the data archive while you continue to report and analyze historical data using standard reporting. New feature, Determine Posting of Disposal Transaction. General availability, April 2023. By switching on this option, the disposal scrap/sale posting validates the defined posting profile for disposal sale/scrap for the asset within the transaction. The validation checks posting types such as acquisition this year and acquisition prior year. Thus, you're required to define accounts for posting types in the fixed assets posting profile. New feature, Credit Card Payment Refactory. General availability, April 2023. Cards payment is a typical payment scenario in the retail industry. In Dynamics 365 Finance, although it looks like a single step from process perspective, it contains several steps. 1. Creating customer invoice for the sales order. 2. Issuing cards payment, such as debit card, credit card, gift card. 3. Generating payment posting in general ledger. In previous versions, all steps are done within one transaction. Cards payment are external transactions, and when a failure occurs, the transaction can't be rolled back and results in inconsistent payments. In version 10.0.32, the cards payment process is split into several stages. 1. Customer invoice creation and posting. 2. Credit card capture/refund. 3. Payment journal posting. 4. Remaining amount authorization. The status of each stage is centrally logged and monitored per invoice and sales order. In case of failures in the process after the customer invoice is posted, users can check the failure reason and recover payment process. New feature, Define Financial Tags. General availability, April 2023. An organization can define up to 20 financial tags, which will be stored on accounting entries posted to the general ledger. The financial tag names are defined by the user, giving clarity to data entry clerks about the data expected in each field. Financial tags are very unstructured. Tag values have limited defaulting, are not required, and are not validated. They can be entered manually on transactions such as financial journals, or imported through transactional entities. Because financial tags are not part of the ledger account posted on the accounting entries, the tag values can be changed after posting. For the first release, financial tags can be created and have been incorporated in the General Journal and Global General Journal. With each subsequent release, financial tags will be incorporated into more transactions and processes. New feature, Define Foreign Currency Revaluation Posting Profile. General availability, April 2023. The Currency Revaluation Posting Profile helps you to define currency revaluation adjustment accounts to a granular level per currency and per module, general ledger, accounts payable, accounts receivable, and bank. It allows you to define the accounts across the module or for specific groups, main account category, vendor group, customer group, bank group, or specific accounts, ledger account, vendor, customer, and bank. You'll be able to identify the lowest level of defaulting to the currency or the account. When there isn't an account that is defined in the Currency Revaluation Posting Profile, the Currency Revaluation Adjustment is posted to the defined accounts in Currency Revaluation Accounts, or when not defined it will post to defined accounts in the ledger page. New feature, Summarize vendor and customer payments to the bank subledger. General availability, April 2023. Today, organizations will do one of the following. 1. Post detailed vendor and customer payments, and then try to match the detailed transactions to the summarized transactions of the bank statement. This is difficult, if not impossible, due to the volume of vendor and customer payments that comprise the summarized amount on the bank account statement. 2. Use the one voucher functionality to post detailed vendor or customer payments within a single voucher so the bank account is updated with the summarized amount. While this may seem to be a good option, it causes issues with the accounting created during settlement, incorrect data on reports, and issues with reversing payments. This feature allows an organization to post vendor and customer payments in separate vouchers, but update the bank account in summary to match the bank statement, making reconciliation easier. This can now be done without using the one voucher functionality. New options on the journal name setup page allow an organization to summarize or not summarize the vendor or customer payments in the bank subledger. The summarized amount is reflected on the bank account transactions page and the bank statement for reconciliation, but the payment detail is also maintained on the bank account, similar to the deposit slip. The summary posting options are available on the General Journal, Vendor Payment Journal, and Customer Payment Journal. The deposit slip functionality is still available for customer payments, but this new feature is more generic and can be used for both vendor and customer payments. New feature: Accounts Payable fully automated with invoice capture. General availability, April 2023. Invoice capture provides continuous intelligent automation with reading and recognition of vendor invoices. Using Microsoft Azure Form Recognizer, AI Builder, and Microsoft Power Platform, users are provided with an out-of-the-box solution of vendor invoice models and a framework for continuous learning on invoice exceptions. This functionality went to public preview for the PO Invoice in 2022 release Wave 1. Continued enhancements around matching and additional capabilities around the non-PO invoice and vendor invoice journal were added so users can have a full accounts payable automation solution. 1. Support Invoice Journal. There are two categories of invoices: pending vendor invoice and invoice journal. Invoice journal support was added for general availability. 2. Support custom AI model. Although pre-built invoice processing model can cover a large ratio of vendor invoices, to handle some complex invoice formats, customers need to define custom models. To efficiently orchestrate pre-built and custom AI models during runtime, administrators will need to spend the effort to build flows to consume those AI models. 3. Continuous AI model training by exceptional data. For recognized invoice data, the confidence score could be low for some fields. In an application layer, we have an app to let users check and correct the value with low confidence score. The corrected data should be sent to AI Builder for further training purposes so that the accuracy of recognition can be improved. New feature: Support financial tags in ledger settlement, automated and manual. General availability, May 2023. Ledger settlement automation was released in 2022 release Wave 2. This feature enhances the matching criteria within ledger settlement automation by adding financial tags. Financial tags can be used to track subledger data, such as a PO number, SO number, invoice number, or master data such as the customer or vendor. The matching criteria can be enhanced to use one or more of the financial tags, which will result in even more transactions being matched automatically and reducing the time for manual matching within ledger settlement. The financial tags have also been added as columns to the ledger settlement page. The columns give visibility into the tag values used by the ledger settlement automation when viewing settled transactions, but also for transactions that require more investigation for manual ledger settlement. New feature: Support financial tags on additional financial journals. General availability, May 2023. Financial tags provide the flexibility to track 20 user-defined text fields on accounting entries. For this release plan, we are focused on the financial journals used most often, such as the Customer Payment Journal and Vendor Payment Journals. We will closely follow that with uptake into the Vendor Invoice Journal, Allocation Journal, Periodic Journal, Fixed Asset Journal, Asset Leasing Journal, and more. In the releases that follow the financial journals, we will focus on documents such as the sale order documents, entire lifecycle, and purchase order documents, entire lifecycle, along with project accounting. New feature: Process free text invoices faster. Public preview, April 2023. General availability, June 2023. Free text invoices are documents used heavily in the financial services industry. With movement to service-centric, organizations are processing larger volumes. Moving to asynchronous processing, starting with volume processes around free text invoices, will enable you to efficiently process billing system invoices into Dynamics 365 Finance. More work continues to improve processes for accounts payable product receipts and vendor invoices. New feature: Invoice Automation. Process vendor invoices during import. General availability, July 2023. Creating vendor invoices can involve multiple steps including applying prepayments, completing the invoice matching process, validating invoices, and workflow processing. Typically, those steps are completed manually before the invoices are posted. Prior to implementing this feature, importing vendor invoices resulted in a pending vendor invoice. Routine invoice processing steps, such as three-way matching, were completed in the background. This feature processes vendor invoices automatically when the invoices are imported. This eliminates the need for additional background processing and frees accounts payable staff to focus their efforts on exceptions. New feature: calculate gain/loss for reporting currency only during ledger settlement. General availability, September 2023. This feature uses the accounting currency for matching within ledger settlement. If the accounting amounts are balanced in the accounting currency, the ledger settlement will post a gain/loss when necessary for the reporting currency. The gain/loss posting only occurs for main accounts that don't already have a gain/loss posted through the AR/AP settlement. This is the first step to fully supporting gain/loss posting during ledger settlement. Other scenarios will be added in the following releases where gains and losses can also be posted for the accounting currency. Partial settlement will not be supported yet, but will come in later releases. Use deferral schedules with stock materials. General availability, September 2023. With this feature, users will be able to use stock materials in the billing schedules along with service items. As item cost gets periodically recalculated using the inventory recalculation function, the remaining cost deferral schedule will be adjusted for the item accordingly. New feature: Business Performance Analytics, Record to Report and Procure to Pay Data Model. Public Preview, April 2023. Financial and non-financial data and metadata are brought into Dataverse and transformed into analytical tables, allowing you to build well-defined and readily available relationships between ledger, subledger, and source documents from multiple systems. This provides a single data source for reporting. It gives customers scalable and consistent access to their data, democratizing report writing to the accountant while removing the need for developer intervention. A data model that is created by business processes and visible in Excel and Power BI will allow users to easily create and edit reports. With the full power of Excel and Power BI, you can now access the data you need in the tool you use most and generate transaction-level reports quickly and without support from developers. New feature: Business Performance Analytics Reporting Hub and Base Reports on Data. Public Preview, April 2023. This feature helps customers locate relevant reports by business process easily and quickly. These reports can be edited, shared, and grouped by function in the Reporting Hub. In addition, the Hub provides data and report governance functionality. New feature: Business Performance Analytics Security. Public Preview, April 2023. The ability to set up reporting at the role level lets users share reports with team members, where the data is refreshed automatically and provides fields for additional reporting capabilities. When paired with the extensibility of the data model, users can be set up to view reports by dimension and by legal entity. This lets you create refreshable, pre-written reports that can be distributed beyond the finance organization. For example, you can send a sales report to sales staff in the field that refreshes with the most current sales number, but is restricted to a specific product and location. Second topic: Globalization Studio. Our customers run our solution globally and must meet multiple tax compliance and other regulatory and local business practice requirements. Localization. Globalization Studio provides out-of-the-box tax compliance and other localization content for 51 countries/regions and in 57 languages. Our no-code/low-code globalization tools and services automate complex tax scenarios and make localization easy for Microsoft, as well as partners and customers, to create, extend, and maintain. Together, these capabilities enabled our customers to operate their solutions in over 200 countries and regions. In 2023 Release Wave 1, we continue enhancing Globalization Studio by expanding the out-of-the-box country coverage by an additional 7 LATAM countries, enhancing tax compliance automation, content, and scalability, and delivering regulatory updates to comply with upcoming e-invoicing and other legislations in multiple countries. New feature: Simplify integration with tax solution ISVs. Public Preview, July 2023. The following functions are supported in the Tax Calculation Service to support tax determination and calculation with external tax solution providers. 1. External tax rates API based on a unified tax data model. This data model can be extended. 2. An ISV can configure the tax calculation service to define endpoints, parameters, mappings, and other required components to connect with an ISV tax solution. 3. Configure credentials with Azure Key Vault, ISV tax solution parameters, and other required information to enable the ISV tax solution. 4. Address validation. 5. tax tolerance validation for purchase invoices. New feature, electronic invoicing service, French e-reporting and e-invoice integration with Chorus Pro. General availability, April 2023. The electronic invoicing service in Dynamics 365 Finance allows businesses to fully automate the electronic invoicing clearance process end-to-end. This automation ranges from issuing sales, free text, and project invoices to submitting electronic invoices to Chorus Pro for clearance purposes, and then distributing them to other companies registered in Chorus Pro. This feature provides compliance with the legal requirements for electronic invoicing in France. New feature, electronic invoicing service, configurable Polish e-invoice and integration. General availability, June 2023. Poland is introducing, in phases, legislation to establish the Continuous Transaction Control (CTC) system. The Polish CTC system, called Krajowy System of E-Factor (KCF), was made available for all taxpayers in 2022 for voluntary adoption. The KCF platform supports issuing, receiving, and archiving e-invoicing for business-to-business (B2B) transactions while excluding customers for business-to-consumer (B2C) transactions. Starting July 1, 2024, the KCF system will be rolled out as mandatory for all companies that are subject to VAT. VAT-exempted taxpayers will have until January 1, 2025, to adopt the requirements. New country expansion for LATAM countries. In Latin America, our solution currently supports out-of-the-box localizations for Brazil and Mexico. As part of our plan to expand the localization in the territory and address the needs of multiple global and local customers, in 2023 Release Wave 1, Microsoft will extend out-of-the-box localizations for the following LATAM countries/regions. Release schedule Chile and cross-LATAM features. Public preview March 2023 and general availability June 2023. Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Panama and Paraguay. Public preview April 2023 and general availability June 2023. Colombia and Uruguay. Public preview May 2023 and general availability August 2023. New feature, Electronic Invoicing Service Global e-Invoicing ISV Last Mile Connector. Public preview April 2023. General availability June 2023. This feature delivers a connector with a global ISV's e-invoice connectivity services to 1. Provide customers with a fully automated end-to-end regulatory e-invoicing experience for the countries where governments require intermediate certified operators. 2. Extend e-invoicing coverage for non-Microsoft localized countries. 3. Provide access to the e-invoicing exchange frameworks, such as OpenPeppol in Europe, to route electronic invoices created by using the electronic invoicing service. New feature, tax reporting, extending multiple tax ID reporting to more EU countries. Public preview April 2023. General availability June 2023. When you run tax reports, you can select a specific tax registration number and run the reports for that number. When you execute the VAT declaration, EU sales list, and Interstat, you can select the necessary tax registration number, filter required report transactions based on the number, and then create country-specific formats of the tax report. The functionality is activated together with the tax calculation service, where the exact tax numbers for a transaction are determined and saved in the system. The scope of supported countries and regions in the framework of multiple tax IDs registrations will be expanded. Planned release in June 2023 for Czech Republic and Italy, Hungary, Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania in 2023 Release Wave 2. New feature, enable additional exchange rate types for tax currency conversions. General availability June 2023. This feature enables additional exchange rate types for tax currency conversions. You can maintain the tax exchange rate types based on the local tax authority requirement. Tax is calculated based on the transaction currency amount of the document and converted to the tax currency amount using this exchange rate type. New feature, Indian taxation localization support for Project Integration Journal. General availability June 2023. Project integration journals combine the existing project management and accounting modules with Microsoft Dynamics 365 Project Operations. Project Operations offers end-to-end coverage of customer relationships and can handle operations such as proposal, modeling, scheduling, delivering, and billing services rendered. In order to execute the operations with appropriate legal compliance, Project Operations provides accountants with a tool to review transactions and adjust the accounting attributes as needed in integration journals. India localization support for project integration journals enables you to calculate Indian taxes such as GST and TDS/TCS. You can also generate customer tax documents, revenue recognition, and legally compliant financial reporting. New feature: withhold tax calculation during invoicing. General availability June 2023. With this feature, the withholding tax amount is estimated on the purchase order and the vendor invoice so that the user can validate the withholding tax setup prior to payment. The following functionalities are available with this feature. 1. A withholding tax button for temporary withholding tax transactions that contain the withholding tax amount information at document header level. 2. Withholding tax amount is calculated and recalculated after field and transaction updates. 3. Withholding tax limit, threshold, and cash discount are considered in the calculation. 4. Withholding tax group assignment, code determination validation, and error handling. 5. Withholding tax currency exchange rate date adaptation. New feature: electronic invoicing service. Configurable Japanese e-invoice. General availability July 2023. According to regulatory changes, electronic invoicing is available for wide use in Japan starting from October 2022 and is planned to be mandated by October 1, 2023. In the scope of this feature, the following functionality is implemented. 1. XML file generation of e-invoices in a format specific for Japan, which is the Japanese extension to PEPL International Format, PINT. 2. Import of vendor invoices in PINT format. 3. Enabling interoperability model with Japan PEPL access point for e-invoice exchange. That concludes the automated reading of the release notes for Dynamics 365 Finance.